I'm going to give you a simple lesson in law, right? Electoral law, constitutional law. And I want people just to listen to this. It's really important. So important, it affects our future generations like no other time in history, unless you want to see a civil war in this country, right? Listen carefully to what I'm saying. Wellingborough, and there was another one yesterday as well, but let's just get on to this. North Hampshire's Council, right? Election results for Wellingborough yesterday, Thursday the 15th of February. Labour, 13,844 votes. They got 46% of the count, right? They got 46% of the turnout. Not 46% of the electorate. They're lying to you, and they're keeping a part of constitutional history, constitutional law, electoral law, and governance of this land. They're hiding it from you. Because the important part is, they're saying the total votes was 30,145. What's included in the total votes? And the answer is 75. What's 75 as a figure? Number of ballots rejected, right? What they're saying is that they're rejecting them ballots because those people didn't vote for the one of the Uni Party. And the Uni Party is any one of them people, including Britain First, right? The information is there. The turnout, right? So the actual electorate is 79,376. What does that mean? It means that 63% of the entire population of Wellingborough do not consent, do not agree with the current political system and the way it's being operated. They are the majority, a large majority, because they are against, listen to this, the Labour Party, who got 17% of the electorate. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Labour got 17% of the electorate. 63% said we don't want any of the uni parties, and that includes Reform, because they're part of that system. We're not interested. The problem you've got is that 63% are not putting it on a ballot because they've been persuaded by Marxists, by the Uni Party. If you disagree with us, don't vote, abstain. What you're not being told is an abstention is tacit agreement with anything they say or do in that parliament. Do you understand that? Right. So what we're going to do is show you this. And if it wasn't so important, by the way, the figure wouldn't be included in the results, right? And they wouldn't be put in detail what the result of the rejected ballot is. You must write in law, I do not consent. Ashby versus White, 1703, 1704 and 1705. There was a number of cases associated with that. Really important. Why? Because the law lords and the monarchy come out on the side of the people and said, no, every vote is counted, right? This is constitutional law. Now, if you think what I'm saying is wrong, or you don't believe it, this is Hansard, 1966. General election, postal votes and spoilt ballot papers. Debated on the Thursday the 23rd of June 1966. Guess what? The question was asked, how many spoilt ballots? And we want this information published. It was because there was a campaign that was building at the time in 1966 where people were putting down. So have a look and see the figures for spoilt ballots, right? In some places, they was in the hundreds. in the hundreds. What we've got to do is make sure that the 63%, right, of the population that is now so demoralised they're not voting for anyone, they understand that not voting is tacit agreement. You're doing what the Marxists and the communists want you to do. I'm going to show you something else because it's probably easier for me to read this out to you. Or show you this, I should say. So again, don't take offence. I am just being blunt and direct. That is a typical comment. Someone sent me a comment from people that don't understand election law. With small parties splitting the vote, all for small c Conservatives in mind, and Labour won. The true majority were abstainers, 62%, but didn't use their ballot. So look at the figures again. Electorate, 79,376. That's 100% of the electorate. The Labour Party got 13,844 votes. That's 17% of the total electorate. Not 46. They're conning you, right? So again, what you're seeing is this information on the screen. Now again, if I just take myself off the screen a second so I can read this to you directly. So the true figure is Labour won with 17% of the electorate. That is not the popular vote. The majority of the population, popular, have stopped voting, abstained, which is tacit agreement with the Uni Party. That's the bit you've got to understand. The problem is that 62% will not vote for the Uni Party, and according to the corrupt system, only the Uni Party can win. The law says every vote is counted, and I've just shown you evidence of that. And the results prove that. We have the task of trying to show people I do not consent is counted. And unless you actually go to the booth and write I do not consent, listen, all them people out there saying all these strange things about I'm going to write this on there, I'm going to write that on there, right? You risk the whole message and your vote being missed if you don't write the simple legal words I do not consent on that ballot. Don't tick any other boxes, don't write any stupid comments on there, because all you're doing is mugging yourself off, right? You need to write, I do not consent, and in law, that counts as a vote and is counted as a vote. And then when you show that at the count, that all these people, you want the highest turnout ever. You want 100% of people to vote and say, I do not consent, and send it in and go to the vote, right? That's it. I can't try and explain it any better than that. But what you're actually doing, and you don't want to write this, but what you're actually doing is you're not consenting to be taxed, and you're not consenting to be governed by the Uni Party. You finish them. That's it. Hopefully that message is